Good morning, Vicki. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Renee. I'm great. How are you? Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend. Went for a nice little walk and nice weather. Can't complain. Beautiful sunshine today.
Awesome. How did your coaching call go?
It was great. It was the first time I did a coaching call in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed. It was the nicest lady ever to speak with.
Good deal. Awesome.
So happy, so excited to have her as another business partner. And even I said to her, I was having a little bit of difficulty setting up WhatsApp at first. And I said, wow, I got it figured out. I said, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And she said, yes. And then she went, oh, I didn't mean that.
Oh, very cute. Yeah, well, you know something, like people our age, that's very relevant. Very, very relevant. I mean,
well, and it's easier when I have my grandchildren to help me.
I know that. But the little devils are never always permanently around, right? It's like,
No,
I've got grandchildren too, and they are blessings when it comes to this techie stuff. Oh, grandma. Oh, yeah.
well, I know even one of the young ones, because I have a few young ones, the 3-year-old, I'll go to his house to watch them or something, if, to give the nanny a break or mom and dad a break. And he'll say, Grandma, I want to watch a show, and I'll have these remotes. And he goes, oh, Grandma, that's not it. And he's 3.
I know, grandma. And it's the tone of voice that they use, right? It's like they're practicing.
Yeah. They're in training.
So I had quite a weekend this weekend thinking about the different excuses that we use for not going forward with something. Have you ever thought about that? Where you sit and worry about something instead of actually doing something about it, or else letting it go because you can't do anything about it?
Well, I think sometimes we don't realize how much power we have, positive or negative. And I think that's the difference.
Well, that could be. This really bugs me because I grew up like this. It's like you don't have time. And the best one, and I have a sister like this. Well, actually, I have more than one sister like this. If you ask her to do something and she doesn't want to do it, her first words out of her mouth is, I can't afford it. And she's got more money than a lot of people. And I go, really? Like, seriously? And the other thing is when you go to do something, seldom does it ever cost you as much as you anticipate. Have you thought about that? I know.
Very true.
Because
but I think we're fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
We've always been. So it's easier to say no. And I kind of laugh about, I've read a few books about how to make things your priority.
Yeah.
Can I make things priority? And there was one of the books I read not that long ago, that one, Get Over Your Damn Self. I love that book. I've read it a few times.
Yeah.
Like, she says one thing about, if you ask someone something and they say, oh, can't do it, I'm just so busy. And then you say to that same person, hey, we were thinking about going to Hawaii in December. Were you wanting to come with us? I can't get the time off. But you know what? I can try.
And you rest your case right there, right?
Priorities are.
We give attention to that which is important to us. Hey, that's one of my favorite sayings. But,
true.
Huh? Yeah, I know. And it's like, I have, quite a few smokers in my family. Do you know that a package of cigarettes is damn near $20?
Really?
Yeah.
Then I'm very glad I quit like 16 years ago.
Me too. Believe me. I quit in 2000. I can't believe I ever did that long, especially when I detested the smell of it from way back when. But my point is, think about that. That's an ad budget, or that can pay for an online business. Like, all you got to do is give up something that's killing you anyway.
Well, I think sometimes we don't realize, like, I didn't realize, like, I'm a realtor, and that I'm so excited that my time as a realtor is almost at the end, and I'm excited about it. And that's mostly why I started this business, is to have something to do. But I never realized how much I spent being a realtor, because you think it's a job. And then my husband said to me one day, how much do you spend being a realtor every day? And I'm like, I'm not sure. So I added it up, and I have a brokerage fee every month. I have a licensing fee every month. I have an MLS fee every month. My accountant charges me $300 a month, and she doesn't really do that much, but I know she does. It's just a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then I have the internet and everything. So I added it all up, and I said to my husband, do you know that I spend $38 a day being a realtor? And he's like, okay, Ren, that's before you get in your new Jeep that you paid for, put gas in it,
Yeah.
put insurance on it, and drive down the yard, and you don't even have a client yet. And I'm like, holy. Then I realized that it cost me a lot to be a realtor. Although I love it,
Yeah.
I paid less to be an online business owner.
There you go. But it's typical of how we worry about something or take certain things for granted without actually defining them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this business, I figured it out because you know me, I'm a numbers girl.
Yes, you are.
But I like my calculator.
I don't blame you.
You can start this online business for as low as $5 a day to $30 a day. And then you add in your ad budget.
Yeah.
And people say, I just don't know how I can do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but when I moved and downsized to my house, there was probably a lot of shoes and boots and lots of them that I could have put on Marketplace and sold, and that would have gave me my budget.
Yes. Yes. Like, and the excess in our lives that we accumulate over the years that you don't even think about. And you know, one of the things that helped me think about that is my grandson. He says, Grandma, do you want me to sell that table of yours that you never use anymore? And I go, huh? Yeah, good idea. So he's been selling like crazy, getting this little commission off of Grandma. And it's amazing how much stuff we have. And yet we will tell ourselves that we can't do whatever for various reasons. And yet holidays are actually a good thing where people will struggle to afford them because it's important to them. So
I think that's it. So maybe that's kind of where everything comes down is where's your why?
Or what's your priority, right? Like,
what's your priority?
If your priority was staying home with your kids, having the freedom to come and go as you please without having time restrictions or job restrictions, or the money that it costs, why would you not take a look? You know, why would you not?
Well, you're totally right. Like I'm thinking, wow, okay, let me see. I can spend $30 a day on a business or $30 a day being a realtor and have my own business. It's always nice to say you have a business.
Of course.
But $30 a day being a realtor, can't go on vacation, haven't left the house yet, need to be available 20 hours a day. And that is because I work with people all across Canada.
And you get stood up how often? That's the one that would make me crazy.
You know, I don't get stood up that much. But what happens is we go to all this work and we do something and then we write the offer and we push it and we get it through and we get it accepted. And right now it's difficult to get accepted. And then someone will say, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's okay, whatever makes you happy. So,
and you bash your head against the wall.
Well, yes. And then the difference is like, I am a coach on this online business already. But the nice thing about it, I book my own schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm available from this time to this time. I have it set up. So I'm working on my schedule.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is I take this, whenever I can take this computer and go put it in the motorhome.
I know.
And I'm going
love that. Yeah, absolutely.
But if I leave and I'm a realtor, now I'm paying someone to do my job. It doesn't look like I care that much because I just left my clients.
Yeah.
And I have a guilt problem. So I feel guilty if I'm not there for you. But on this business, I love being there. And it's amazing how many people are there for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That to me has been a absolute blessing with this business, is how big the community is and how it's your family, and there's no restrictions on who you can contact and who you can connect with. There's just, bar none, the best going. The best part is this Afford thing. I always bring my poor father into it because he sat at his kitchen table and he smoked his cigarettes and worried himself to death about all the things that he could not afford to do. And then he would go load up his horse in his horse trailer and go team penning. And I go, it just depends on what you want to do, doesn't it?
I think you're right, because my father, we grew up and we were on a very tight budget.
Yeah.
My father was an avid hunter, so we grew up never being hungry. We were very fortunate for that. But all the money went on the hunting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Dad and his toys. Anyway, it just brings to mind that I think, when we talk to our people and our friends or people that want to talk to us, think about what's important to you, because we can certainly solve that solution, or we have a solution for that problem, is what I meant.
Well, and the thing is, everything's connected like dominoes. And
Yeah.
that's what makes it so nice, because we help so many people. And that's the big thing, is we can help each other. And, I'm fortunate enough with this business that I'm able to subsidize my mom in her home.
Mm-hmm.
So she can have the best care because her pension didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
I
know, and we don't want to end up in that same place, right? And feel grateful that we can make a difference.
Well, and this is it. I feel grateful. Plus, I'm being a little selfish because, like I said to my children, if you don't save for the rainy days and you can't help with my nursing home, I may have to move in with you.
I love that threat. I'm going to be using it on my 2 sons as well.
My grandchildren would be happy. I don't know about my sons.
I know. But the worst part is that we're doing something about it. So hopefully they will, take a look and go, oh, my good God, if mom can do it at her age.
And challenged.
Yeah, and challenged, exactly. Do you realize we've been on here for a while already? Holy smokes, we're getting yappy.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably let everybody go.
Yeah, we'll relieve these poor people.
Well, thanks for joining our chat. Have a great day. We'll be back next Monday.
Next Monday, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. We'll be here. If you have any ideas or any questions or anything we can try and answer for you to make it a little easier to make your decision, let us know. Send us a message.
Yeah. Okay. We'd be happy to give that a shot for you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.